Hi, good morning, guys. It's Sunday, about 7:45 a.m. I'm going to go milk Lucy and Ethel. I'm going to show you a little bit of Feline. Her hair is starting to grow back from all the itching. We wanted to have a video up yesterday, Saturday, but it was pig butchering weekend here on the Homestead. So that took most of our time yesterday, and we just didn't have time to film anything. I did not film any of that for the simple fact that it is kind of graphic and not everybody is into that. But I wanted to just kind of show you our setup since it's still kind of up. So right here we have a tripod that I ordered off of Amazon. It's got a crank and a hook to hook the Gambrels to. I'll put a link for this in the description below if anybody else is interested in one. It was only like $30. It was really good. Now this part is going to be a bit graphic because I'm going into the garage where the pig's hanging. I want to check to see how cold it is. So this is the last pig that we slaughtered yesterday, hanging from a gambrel up on our garage. No, it's fine. We were kind of worried about the temp in here last night. It wasn't as cold as I wanted it to be. These are just game bags that I ordered as well, which I'll link these as well. And that cooler there has all the stuff that has to be cut up and vacuum sealed today. This big cooler here has all of our hams and our bacon so far. And yeah. But yeah, so that was our garage setup. Friday we had slaughtered one pig and let it hang overnight to process it yesterday. Yesterday the other two got slaughtered. One was processed and one we left to hang because, well, let's face it, slaughtering pigs is a ton of work. It was worth it though. I don't regret raising them. They turned all of our scrap food into meat for the families. Two of them were a really good size. One, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to walk through this without getting my feet totally soaked, and I don't think I'm gonna win here. One was a little bit on the smaller side, but I'm pretty sure the other two bigger ones were just pushing him away from his food, so it was kind of expected. We're gonna turn you around here. Here are the boys. As you guys can see, Nick went home. He is not here anymore. He went home Friday morning. There's little Loki, him and all his moon spots. Loki was disbutted. He's not polled. He comes from really good dairy lines. He's actually got a really nice level looking top line. I don't know if you guys could tell through here. The boys are being rowdy. They want breakfast. I came to feed them first. But yeah, Loki looks like he's got a really nice top line. Sorry for all the mess you're seeing. Or not seeing, because, you know. And that ended badly. Here, boys. Come on, let's move this off the ground. Let's put it in some buckets. Come here, baby. Look. Right there, all to yourself. So yeah, so we haven't given an in-depth of Loki. He's got, his rump's a little angled a bit more than I, would like to pass on to does, but he seems pretty level. I haven't decided who we're going to breed him with yet, but he's covered in moon spots. He's got this big one on his head. He's got one, if you'll let me show you, right there on his mouth. And he's just a gorgeous buck all the way around. He comes from some really good dairy lines. And here's Thor. yeah, definitely happy with Loki. And as you can see, you know, the goats fucked up their door. It's been a never-ending battle with this. I haven't quite figured out who I'm breeding to who this year. I know Achilles here is probably gonna go home to a new home this fall. $4 is a lot here for us, and it was never my intention to have 4, but after buying Feline and wanting to go towards registered, it was just one of those things that we needed a registered buck to go with her. Sorry, we're going back into the hay cave, so it's a little dark. But yeah, so needing a registered buck to go with Feline. I found Thor first, and I was trying to wait for some of the farms I was on a wait list for a different buck. But Loki kind of just popped up in one of my livestock groups. And because he was as heavily moon spotted as he was, that was the reason I went with him. He's not my dream buck, but he's got the nice moon spots. He's got good lineage. So there's nothing, he's got good dairy lines. His mom was milking a quart a day while nursing quads. So, and I get a half gallon just from my 2 girls that are unregistered, Lucy and Ethel. So, I haven't decided whether I'm pairing him or Thor with Feline this year. I'll figure that out. And to everybody who isn't aware yet, this upcoming Saturday, May 8th, we go pick up Zelda. Zelda's coming from Dugwin Farms in Nassau. She's super flashy, black and white. She's got blue eyes, I believe, if I remember seeing the pictures and the videos correct. She's not moon spotted, she's not polled, she was disbutted. But her mom is a 3-star milker. So good dairy lines there. And in addition to that, we are getting another Nigerian doe who is, I don't remember what her coloring's called. It's that really light buckskin coloring, I believe is what it's called. Her name's going to be Briar. She also comes from some good dairy lines. No milk stars in her family yet, but that could just be because nobody wanted to milk test, not necessarily that, you know, they're not good milkers. She's coming Saturday as well, along with a La Mancha doeling. Lots of goats coming this upcoming Saturday. Hopefully. We decided to get the La Mancha after we had to sell Ophelia. For those of you who haven't seen any of our past videos, we had to sell Ophelia because she tested positive for CAE. We just retested the girls after waiting a long 5 weeks, and Lucy, Ethel, and Feline are all negative. They're clean, they're good. But we made the decision to sell Ophelia because obviously having CAE in a herd is not good. And nobody's going to want to buy a CAE positive, or a goat from a CAE positive herd. It was really tough, especially for me to make that decision, and Josh was nice enough to let me make that decision on my own. I absolutely loved Ophelia. She had the sweetest personality. She was just all around a great goat. And it's really sad to not have her anymore. I have not checked in with her new owners since we sold her. Not because I don't care. Mainly because I don't think I could handle it, so to speak. Because she was one of my favorites, I just don't think I could handle, you know, if God forbid they told me something bad happened to her or something of the sort. I just don't think I could do it. So that's the only reason I haven't checked in. If you give me just 1 second to fix this goat door, I'm gonna flip you around so you can see the goats. Here's Miss Feline, guys. Oh, stay down, babes. As you can see, she's starting to get the hair back on her nose and on her ears. We actually have to treat them again today for the lice to be safe. Make sure we got everything. She's trying to climb all over me. She wants her morning treat. As I'm getting better into goats and figuring everything out, Feline actually has a very nice top line. As she gets older, I'll be able to judge everything else a bit better. She's got a nice angled rump. She's got decent width to her too, like already. So she's gonna be a really good goat to breed and play with some genetics in the future. Sorry for giving you guys just goat butt. That was, you know, I'm trying to talk and film her and she's just jumping all over me. But yeah, so lots of exciting stuff coming this upcoming week. We'll make sure to get with you guys all next weekend to show off the new goats. Lucy, you want to be milked? Come on. Milk time. This is our setup currently for our milk stand. It's just got a little gazebo to keep me out of the rain. There's Lucy's udder. For a non-registered goat, she's actually not bad. Stop snorting. Yeah. We're gonna give you a shot of goat butt. Lucy's got a nice little udder. Feline's eating all the stuff I dumped on the ground yesterday. Well guys, it's official. Pig butchering is done for the weekend. Everything is packaged. Now it's just waiting 14 days for the hams and the bacon to brine. And tomorrow morning I have to smoke some sweet, hot, and breakfast sausage links. Altogether I'm estimating we ended up with probably 280 to over 300 pounds of pork from the 3 pigs. We don't have a weight on exactly how much bacon and how much the hams weigh, but the one box I packed up for my brother after we split everything evenly was about 56 pounds of pork, and that's shoulders, ribs, pork loins, and some breakfast sausage we didn't link, some picnic shoulder. So that's not bad. So everybody got 56 pounds of stuff that was ready to go today, all vacuum sealed, labeled, or butcher paper wrapped and labeled. I'm getting ready to go milk the girls for the evening. I've been going since about 7 o'clock this morning when I started this video. It's a little rainy here, so this is probably going to be a project. But yeah, pigs are done, pigs are gone. Hopefully sometime next spring, next fall, we will either have coonies, or I just recently am starting to read up on the American guinea hog. They seem to be a little bit smaller than coonies, but about the same characteristics, so I don't know which one we're going to pick yet. It's going to depend on what's available in my area. It's raining here. I'm not excited to milk, by the way, if you guys can't tell. I'm in my jammies. I'm showered. I smelled like a dirty pig. And hopefully this upcoming weekend we'll have footage of the new baby goats joining the farm. I know for sure we're getting Zelda Saturday. She is definitely coming. Depending on how it all works out, there's a buck show going on up in Altamont, so depending on how it all works out, we're hoping to get Clover and Briar. Briar's the other Nigerian, Clover's the La Mancha. Clover's registered name is actually Soaring Cove. We're calling her Clover as a nickname here. But hopefully we can get them Saturday as well if we meet them. If not, we may have to venture out on Mother's Day, which I didn't want to do, but if they're willing to meet me, I may do just that. Oh, this yard's a mess. Just to get them all here. I'd like Zelda to have a playmate while she grows. I think Lucy will be happy to, or yeah, not Lucy, sorry, Feline will be happy to have a couple small goats, more her size. And I'm kind of hoping that Clover, the La Mancha, will put Lucy kind of in her place. Lucy can be quite a bully, and I'm not digging it, to be honest. I have warned the husband that if she doesn't get any better at any point, she will be one of the first ones going. Sorry, I'm pushing rainwater off of this Easy Up because it's been raining here a good portion of the afternoon, and we don't want it to cave in. That's how that one ended up that way. There, got it all. But it's nice and dry under here. I'm gonna milk the girls real quick. We didn't do much today besides just process and package the pigs. The only other thing I did was I pasteurized some goat milk for Acadia. We personally chose not to feed her cow's milk because she was a soy milk baby. And I knew if we gave her cow's milk, that would probably upset her way more than the goat's milk would. So we personally chose to not give her store-bought cow's milk. I've been pasteurizing her milk. I did a half gallon's worth today. She goes through about a quart every 2 days. So she gets 2 bottles a day. And don't forget to check out the link below if you guys are interested in what we used for butchering. I'll link the bandsaw we bought, the tripod, the Gambrel, the 2 Gambrel systems we used. One we like better than the other. And I'll link those game bags that we wrap the pigs in to let them hang overnight. Other than that, the basic equipment we used for that, we had a Sawzall on hand with stainless steel blades. We had good sharp hunting knives. Josh's dad used a good sharp pair of regular, they look just like regular kitchen knives. And we had coolers and ice. And everybody had plenty of freezer space, so yeah, I think out of all the equipment, the only thing I bought was the bandsaw, the tripod, the Gambrels, and the bags. Everything else everybody pretty much had on hand. I didn't go crazy buying stuff for them. I worked out roughly cost per pound. The most each pig would have cost per pound, the most, sorry, I'm exhausted. The highest cost it would have been for all the pork we got per pound, because we didn't keep a strict track of how much feed we bought. It would have just been $4.12 per pound. And that's for roughly 3 months worth of just grain, 1 bag a day, which we didn't even do that. We were, when we started feeding them just grain, we were making a bag last like 2 days. So in reality, our pig costs were probably closer to like $2.80, $3 a pound for the whole pig. That's every single cut. Ribs, bacon, hams. So to me, that's a pretty decent cost. I don't think it was that bad. I mean, yeah, you can go to a store and get, you know, hams and pork chops cheaper than like $2.80 a pound, but it's not going to be as good of quality as home raised, and that's what I was stressing to Josh when I told him I wanted pigs this upcoming year, especially with COVID. at the start of COVID, my local grocery store was absolutely wiped out of meat, pretty much. And even now, with the way some things run, we still can't seem to get decent steak. I have good luck with burger. I've had good luck with roast, but like the steaks, I have them for a day, if that, before I cook them. I buy them usually the night that we want a steak instead of throwing them in the freezer, and they still just aren't right. So the next project may be fencing in some space, finding a beef steer to raise. I'm doing a little bit more research into that. I'm talking with somebody who's raised their own beef cows. That may be an option in, I don't know, a year or two. Other than that, we're going to look into maybe getting a quarter or a half cow from a local farm. Something more fresh. And that's all I got for a video this week, guys. I'm sorry it's only one this week. I was going to try to get up 2. Hopefully this one's long enough to make up for the fact that it's only 1. But unfortunately the pigs took from Friday until about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Friday afternoon at 4 to like 4 o'clock this afternoon. So they took up most of the time. It's probably only going to be one video again this upcoming week. Only because we have so much going on this upcoming weekend that I'd rather film all that, whereas during the week it's just the regular chores. So yeah, so stay tuned. Saturday or Sunday on Mother's Day we'll have another video out for you. Hopefully with 3 new baby goats. Here, let's give you guys a shot of Feline. Okay, so here's the goats, and of course Feline's like hiding right behind. There she is. I wish she'd get closer to one of these big guys. She's gotten quite tall, which I didn't notice till she was standing next to him one day. Here she comes. She's jumping over water, and there's Lucy being a co-bag. But Feline's gotten quite big. Her hair is growing back on her nose and her ears. They're due for one more lice treatment. I was going to bring it out tonight, but with it raining here, I'll do it in the morning. And then we'll do another layer of DE, and then I'll treat the boys to be safe. I thought I saw a couple on Thor, but none of them are losing hair, none of them are itching. Their famachas are all good. But I'll treat them to be safe. I'll double check and I'll treat if needed. I shouldn't just treat, but I'll treat if needed. And I hope you guys enjoy your week. We will see you on Saturday, May 8th or May 9th with a new video. As always, check out our Facebook page, Revace Homestead. Check out our Instagram, Revace_Homestead. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel here if you enjoy our videos. Coming up in the next month, we are going to be doing a lot in the garden as it warms up here. I have to plant another round of seedlings. We had a cold snap and I lost like all my pepper plants that were growing. So we're going to be doing some gardening here. Definitely more goat videos. There's Feline. Come here, Feline. No, she's looking at me like I'm crazy because it's wet out. And they're all waiting to be milked to have a treat. But yeah, see you guys in a week. Have a great evening.